Hello, this is Gio, and we're under a kitchen sink here, and I want to show you something. Now, looking right underneath the sink, you can see there should be a pipe right there. Now, I have the pipe in my hand. Actually, this is the end of the strainer, the sink strainer, and I was in the process of taking this pipe off, this piece right here. And as I was taking off the slip nut right here, which should just screw off, I was noticing it's pretty well corroded, and actually the whole strainer started rotating, and before I knew it, the locking nut, which actually held this in place, broke off. You can see it right here, and oops, dropped that in water, and then the whole thread component broke off, and I'll show you what happens when this happens. Now, so we're on the top of the sink, and when that locking nut is off and the threads are broken, the whole thing just slips right off, and there you go. And so I'll show you how to replace one of these today if this ever happens to you. So I went ahead and removed the bottom plate component, which actually was, here, let me show you. So this bottom plate was actually kind of like stuck right here because of the washer was just sort of stuck there, and I just pried it off. It popped right off. And so right after you get that off, you want to bring that to your hardware store and try to get a compatible strainer. Now this one, if you looked like this, put back together, it's kind of like this, and it has this big bowl on the bottom. But it actually, the threaded part here was actually considerably longer than what I could find in the hardware stores. So I had to kind of go back and forth and make sure that I could find one compatible. And this one's actually compatible. It looks considerably different, but it actually fits on, and you'll see how it works. So the first thing you want to do is just take off the little slip nut on the bottom. Here's a little compression washer there. And then take off the locking nut, just like that, with the black washer. Go ahead and take out the strainer as well. So you just have this top component, and this will go right on top. Okay, so first, before you put this actual strainer in, you want to seal the edges here. I try to clean this as best I can. There's some residual, but just get yourself a good sealant, kind of spread it around, make a nice little bead all the way around. Put it in just like that, and then kind of squeeze it shut so that will be adequately sealed. Now on the bottom, again, this is still kind of loose. As you can see, you want to put the black washer and the locking nut on, and so you kind of put your hand up on top and just kind of loosely do like that. If it had this bottom cap like the original one did, you'd put the washer, then that cap, and then the locking nut. So it's a little bit different in some. And I'm looking up on top to make sure it's centered, and knowing it's centered, I'm hand tightening it just like that. And then I'm going to take my wrench, my pliers, and just tighten up the whole thing. Now I'm going to be working on the rest of the plumbing next. It won't really be part of this this video, but I just want to show you how this slip nut works. So the slip nut right here goes on the bottom of your pipe. In this case, it's just a plastic pipe, just like this. So it's going to hang out just like that, and you're going to have this little washer that's kind of right on top, and that'll seal things up. So when it's tight like this, you'll be good to go, and just hand tighten that, maybe lightly with a wrench, and then you're good to go, and you have a brand new strainer. So I'll see you next time. Hope this helped you out. Bye bye.